We're almost finished. Our application is taking shape and services really improved it. Now I want to do something here on the recipes section. I want each recipe to have some ingredients, so we need to implement this. And thereafter, I want to make this to shopping list button work so that we can send our ingredients to the shopping list. So to do this, what I will do is, first of all, I will work on the recipe model. It should now also have ingredients. So this will be of type ingredient array. Ingredient, of course, needs to be imported from the respective model file in the shared folder. And when we create a new instance of this model, I expect to get some ingredients here. Again, this will be of type ingredient array, so that here we can assign ingredients equal to the ingredients we get as an argument here. So with that, we are prepared to have some ingredients. Now in the recipe service, I also need to add some here. So when we create a new recipe, and I'll simply structure this over multiple lines to make it easier to read, I also now will pass an array of ingredients, the same for the second recipe here. And now I guess it's time to also turn this into some real recipes. So let me quickly do this. So I quickly change the pictures and the text to have a schnitzel and a burger here. And now let's add some ingredients here in this array of ingredients. We can use the ingredient constructor for this. And of course, we need to import the ingredient type here from the model file located in the shared folder for that. And now for the schnitzel, let's say we need the meat with an amount of 1 maybe. And then we also want to have some French fries here. Let's say exactly 20. With 1 extra, it would probably not taste well, I guess. So now with the array for the burger, here we also need a new ingredient. We need the buns, so the bread basically. Let's say 2. And we also want to have the meat here. Of course, feel free to add more ingredients. So now that we added that in the recipe detail component, here where we have this ingredients placeholder, well, we can actually now output them here. So let's add something here. Let's add an unordered list with a class of list group. And now here I want to add a list group item. This item here will actually be replicated because, again, this will of course be my ingredient. So here ng4, and now I will loop through all the ingredients. So ingredient of, and now of recipe ingredients, of course. Because remember, in the recipe detail component, we have a recipe and that has some ingredients, since a couple of seconds at least. So now we can simply use string interpolation here to output the ingredient name, and then maybe separated by a dash, the amount. Of course, any format you like. So that's the first step. Now if we select the recipe, we see a list of ingredients at the bottom. Now I want to send these to the shopping list if I click this To Shopping List button. So that is what we'll work on in the next lecture.